I'm Rosy.
And I'm Gianna.
And welcome back to our teaching channel.
This video of explicit instruction will focus on the benefits of visuals in the classroom. Visuals can be on the board, drawn pictures on paper, digital images, and many other forms. Tactile and digital visuals help students picture what they are trying to solve. This can include manipulatives and base 10 blocks to teach addition and subtraction. It can also include bar graphs to teach data collection and use number lines to teach subtraction and addition. These are examples of posters that can be hung in the classroom to teach a variety of different mathematical topics. The first one shows how to use number lines for negative numbers. The second poster shows the parts of a graph, which includes the axes, the title, the interval, scale, labels, and the actual data itself. And the last poster shows fractions represented in 3 different forms. These are some examples of drawn visuals that could also be used in the classroom. The first one shows how to use a number line using hops. This could be used for addition or subtraction of both positive and negative whole numbers. The middle picture shows how to use 10 frames to show multiple different addition problems. And the last one is the partial products method, or the area model of multiplication. This is different from the standard algorithm, so a visual is helpful to teach this.
Some visuals can also be digital or online. One digital visual resource website that we have found that is very user-friendly is the Math Learning Center. You can Google mathlearningcenter.org, and on their homepage, this is what you can see. Next, you click on Resources, and when you scroll down, you can hit Math Apps. This takes you to a page of all these different math apps that you can get as an application on a device, or you can click Open the Web App. This is a 10-frame simulation, so you can drag in the frame. There's many different options there, and you can use the counting chips to represent addition or subtraction. And again, this is just a visual way to teach some of these skills, but instead of drawing it or having it on the whiteboard, it can be online. Another one that we like is called Number Pieces. So again, you hit Open Web App, and this one is base 10 frames, but online, obviously. So we have one that represents 100, one that represents 10, and then these little squares represent 1. So this would be 112. You can go back and you can hit fractions. So for fractions, you add a fraction, you say how many parts of the whole. You can make it a rectangle or a circle. So this would be 6 parts in the whole. And then you can grab a coloring tool at the bottom and you can fill in the shapes that you want to represent the fraction. So this would be 2 of 6. This is the rectangle fraction. So here there's 5 parts. And I'm going to get a different color and fill in. So that represents 3 of 5. There's also a feature to show the fraction on the side. So here you can say both of those are added to the side. The pattern shapes is another good one for teaching with manipulatives. So you can drag over all the options from the side. This would also be a good one to teach fractions with. So you can see that you can drag these over. Here I have 3, 4 now triangles, 5, and 6. And I'm trying to show that these 6 triangles fit into one hexagon. So I'm dragging the triangles over the hexagon. You can turn the shapes, and this shows how they fit in really nicely. So this can see that there are 6 parts of the whole, and this would also show that one triangle is 1/6 of the whole. Here we have another hexagon. You can show that a trapezoid fits into those. So one trapezoid is 1/2. So dragging these visuals over is a nice way to show that. You can also use this partial product finder. This is good when we were talking about the area model. So you can do how many columns and how many rows to show your multiplication. And when you hit make, it makes the array for you. You can choose to show the multiplication problem or not show at the bottom. That will also show you the answer. And you can change these two numbers to be whatever you need them to be. Here are some examples of using visuals in the classroom.
Over here we have the inverse operation poster. It's just a reminder for you guys that the opposite or inverse of addition is subtraction. So if you see addition, you're going to subtract. If you see subtraction, you're going to add. If you see multiplication, you'll divide. If you divide, you'll multiply. If you see the division, you'll multiply, okay?
Okay, so this is our first two-step problem that we're going to learn today. Now this visual we've seen before, but just to review, this is the part-whole model. So we see that the two parts in this equation are 2x and 7, and because they equal 15, we're putting it here. This is the bigger number that these two make. So we can put it in this equation to see how we're going to solve it. We can write 7, because it's a constant, as these 7 dots, and we can write 15 as these 15 dots. Now, looking at this, the x's come from the 2x. There's an x and an x, which is 2x. And this is a visual way to look at like terms. Some implications for special education. Explicit instructional methods help students with disabilities because it provides ways for diverse learners to access the content. Closely related to universal design for learning, explicit instruction is focused on support and intervention to help students in the best ways. Providing multi-tiered supports helps all students access the learning material in a way that's best for them. Thanks for watching. Tune in for more videos on explicit instruction.
Click the link below or go to our channel to watch the rest of the videos.